Welcome back to Plot Twists. In the last episode, we got a really big plot twist. We actually learned that Sheena was actually Agent U that we had to deal with 8 years ago, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who actually got surprised by that. I'm pretty sure everyone else figured that out, but who cares? And now we're going to hear a rebuttal. Let's go. In my eyes, all you proved is that the rotating fireplace wall was used. But you can't really call that proof that the Yatagrasu used the fireplace, now can you? Why not? So then, who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation, and we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Kochin's office. So do you actually have any proof that the Yatagrasu used the fireplace passageway? None at all! Yeah, we are good at this investigation stuff. Then what are we gonna do? There's no need to worry, because there is a loophole in Mr. Interpol's agent's argument we can exploit first. The one in charge of the others was Agent Lang, which means that with Agent Sheena in charge, it's possible she may have tampered with the evidence. That piece of evidence that we found. If there's one thing that I do know is that someone tried to hide it from us. So if we remember, the only thing different between Lang and Sheena's little investigation thing was... Wait 1 second. Was that the only suspicious thing we found exactly was the counterfeit bills, which were burned, however, during the actual scene of the crime. So let's check that out. This is our only loophole right now, so that's all we got. You didn't find anything suspicious at all? I highly doubt that. But I didn't. You can even ask the other men. I don't need to, for I found what she should have a while ago. Yeah, she should have found these counterfeit bills then. Excuse me? We got you now, man. Lady, thing. In Mr. Kochin's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there. Done. Done. Done! Aya! I had to do that really quickly. Hold it! Oh, what? That evidence was something you found out through that girl's machine, right? So what if it was? Ah, that's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof. To be honest, she's kind of right in that sense, but she kind of needs to prove that it's not true. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills? No. Dang, this is really loud music. I can't really change it right now, though. So there is nothing in that office, and nothing you can call evidence anyway. Objection! Speaking of things that you Interpol agents have missed, I did find one more. What do we do? The pompous attitude is unnecessary. All it requires is the evidence. Or, if you ever heard my weird and sarcastic voice, that's what I meant. Very well. I'll show her the hidden piece of evidence that her and her fellow Interpol agents missed. She missed evidence? Crap, it's been way too long since I last played this game. I last played this game in college, and it's been 2 months since then. Please tell me it's not the stupid wire thing. Because if it's a stupid wire thing, then I'll be stupid. I guess stupid wire thing, I don't know. Wow, it is. Look at this length of wire. I mean, we found that thing from a stupid clock. I mean, to be honest, for all they know, they could have found it and thought it was part of the clock. What exactly is this supposed to mean? A length of wire? So what about it? I know, right? I'll tell you what. We found this in the Babalese embassy not long ago. What? It's wire on a clock! If this isn't showing we're grasping, nothing will. We found it wound up inside the grandfather clock. And see? We found that at the scene of Mr. Kochin's murder. It's wire! So I think you'll agree now that I cannot trust you when you say that your Interpol agent has thoroughly checked every room, and that this throws doubt on the priority of your investigation into the Yatagrasu. It's... oh, okay. I should probably stop. He's making my case. You still suspect me, I see. Alright then, I ask that you point out what part of my investigation is incomplete. The other Interpol agents worked under the command of Agent Sheena, and it is not possible that the reason the person chasing chose the 3rd floor was because that person knew there would be no other agents on that floor. Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent Sheena was only pretending to be investigating the Yatagrasu to the point of arresting Kay. In that case, there is one location that no one has yet to inspect. We inspect this location. The hallway was inspected by Gumshoe and Lang. Kay and us were the ones investigating this room where Kochin was murdered. People investigated the open air stage. We in fact investigated blah blah blah. It's whatever. I'm blah 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 blah. I just need to get that out of my system really quickly. I'm pretty sure that was 5 seconds of annoying time periods. The only place we haven't checked yet is where Sheena inspected her little area where the fireplace left. So right here. The location, Agent Sheena, is of course the room you claim to have examined. I believe the room next to Mr. Cochin's office warrants a thorough investigation. Or inspection, whatever you want to call it. And if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you there. I will be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe? Are we just letting him investigate, or are we gonna do it? I'll be right back after I check out that room next to the office. Okay, we're gonna check. He's gonna check it for us. That's 30 minutes later. That was a pretty short investigation, to be honest. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you really think that Mr. Sheena is the Yatagarasu? Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is. Then I'm not going to let her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu. So how are you going to do that exactly? She might get arrested. But can you prove she's the Yatagarasu in the question? If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will, then I should be able to. And just what are you hoping he'll find? Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier. Is it the dusting? Is he trying to figure out that there was dust on Sheena? An experiment? If that detective has the brains for high science. Don't worry, we didn't ask him to mix chemicals or anything. That'll probably cause the entire another fire after the first 2 fires, which I don't know why there will be 2 fires in an embassy. I mean, that doesn't sound like go to an embassy. I'm pretty sure if there's a fire in the U.S. embassy or something, then we'll probably get fined, or the terrorist attacks, or wars, or some nuclear bomb. And I'm getting very political, aren't I? It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as the Yatagarasu. And what do you find out by doing that? First, that's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall, quote-unquote, door. I did quotes because, you know, you can see me through computers. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Babley's ink. Who cares what this code was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway. But it proves that Sheena, if they can find a dusty thing, then it proves that that stereo place was used by Yatagarasu. But is it really worth so little? I believe that's actually quite a meaningful result, the value of which I'm about to prove. Mr. Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, sir! What do you find? Oh, so what are these things that you found? Some makeup, a coat, a pair of shoes, sir. Could the makeup be used for our, perfume exactly? You found a coat? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one the person was chasing was wearing. That's what I'm thinking. The possibility does exist. Agent Sheena, were these pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined it? Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. You really shouldn't have said that, lady. Aww. Why is that aw? Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now? You screwed yourself up, lady. These items that the detective brought are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them. They're my personal belongings, so I have no right to touch them without my permission. I don't know what's going on here. I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. But if you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this. Oh man, this is interesting. I say let them look at your stuff, Sheena. Is he even allowed to do that? Lang! Sheena, let's put it all out in the open. If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right? That's true, I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you like. After all, I have nothing to hide. Good, now let's begin. So which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine, sir? I want to examine either the makeup or the coat. I'm not quite sure which one I want at this point. Let's go with the coat for now. Yes, sir! It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Sheena, the Yatagarasu that Kei saw was wearing a coat, and I'm beginning to wonder if the stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace. If the stain wasn't created? What? No, you have it wrong. That suit probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire. Oh, wait, that makes sense. And what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat? Oh, I didn't realize that the hem was that dirty. It was so dirty it made blue crap on it. Sure, just some water mixed with the suit from when I was helping with the fire. That doesn't make sense. I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie? Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern of dirt that I got on my coat when I went through the fireplace. We don't really have proof that this coat went through the fireplace, though. Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace, which I can. What? How? You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. Huh? Me, sir? What did I do? This coat. This is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. If we burn it, did we get fired? Please tell me we can burn this thing. I was hoping to find a coat that the person Kay saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat. I don't quite get what you're getting, but I'm happy for the praise, sir. You're being it. I don't think he's being played, actually. I think he's actually being, good for his work. All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance on this coat hem is. Oh, and you think you can do that? Of course I can. We need to set fire to it! This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of this coat. It's the ink! Take that! Babbly's ink? Yes, this is what will prove that the code went through that fireplace. According to Ambassador Polano, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning. Told us about that already, so we don't really see the point of mentioning it again. My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. You didn't notice that part, did you? If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Babbly's ink, it will prove that you and this code went through the revolving fireplace wall. That like hair frolicking back thing is just so cool. Ack. Sorry to have clipped on one of your wings, Yatakarasu, but we're not finished yet. But you have no way of proving whether or not this is Babbly's ink on the coat hem. We can set it on fire! And I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds. How? How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is Babbly's ink. Touch the coat, wear the coat, burn the coat, man! Set things on fire! We can find out whether or not that is Babbly's ink or not by lighting it on fire. That's how you're gonna prove that's Babbly's ink? Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark. We're not gonna set the entire thing on fire. That sucks. Because I'll show you here and now what the dark substance is. Sheena, sorry to do this, but I'm gonna have to cut off a bit of your coat. Go ahead. I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyway. So can we set the entire thing on fire? Someone could bring me a lighter or something. Oh, I've got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light smoke bomb. I feel like a regular lighter would actually probably be better than matches. Plus, I'm not sure if you should be carrying smoke bombs around with you wherever you go. I didn't know Kay was half ninja. I thought she was half crow. Then if you could please have one Kay, we can get this experiment underway. Oh man. The flame! It's the same color as the flame's white crystal oil produces. Which means Babbly's ink is a product of white crystal oil. And when lit, the ink produces a green flame. Gotcha! I believe the time has come to put the Yatagarasu's other wing. Machina, you're the fake Yatagarasu! The one who killed my father! Wait, what? Oh yeah, she is. It's about time you came clean, Agent Sheena, or should I say, Callisto you. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you? Do I look like the joking type to you? That's very true, actually. Callisto you? I've never heard that name before in my life. Oh man, she's really going down swinging, isn't she? That manner of speaking, that attitude, you haven't changed a bit in 7 years. You're the defendant attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to frame me for it! Oh really, and you have proof? You insist that I am this Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. You kept no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me. The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived and it will reveal your true ugly form to the world. That's one way to think about it. Enough poetry. I want to see some evidence. Do you really have something that can prove that she is the Callisto you? I do. It's something that the second Yatagarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years. Do me the honor, Mr. Edgeworth. I will, Kay, for we have finally come to the end. We'll prove her to be Callisto you with this and clip this Yatagarasu's wing for good. We're gonna do that in the next episode. In the next episode, I'm pretty sure I know what I need to find, but in the next episode, we're gonna clip Callisto you's wings last time. This is Neon362 signing off. I hope you like this. Bye.